Welcome to WCC, ma'am.
Thank you, my pleasure.
Great pleasure having you
My
here.
pleasure too.
Ma'am, you have been the part of the women panel, which
Yes.
is the very first time in WCC
Yes.
and which attracted a lot of
Yes.
attention and appreciation from the worldwide. So please tell us about it. How was your experience?
It was a very humbling experience for all the honor I got yesterday. So it was very good you brought up the issue of women, and it was an eye-opener, especially in the cashew industry, where we have, in spite of all being family-oriented, there are no women who have been given a chance to come out.
Yes,
All usually, most in Karnataka and even in Kerala, lot of family-oriented who have been there for a very long time. But women, there are hardly any. I don't find any. Maybe this will be an opener for them, and even they will give a chance to everyone.
right, ma'am. So what are the problems you faced as the women initially? I know you have been a very successful women entrepreneur now, but what were the challenges you faced and how did you tackle them?
Initially, for me, if I mainly being a housewife and the transition to a businesswoman, the idea, the whole thing is completely different. So that way, initially studying everything, the business part. That was more of a challenge actually. Otherwise, being a business management graduate, so that I think it helped.
University topper.
Yeah, that helped a lot, I think, when you think back, so then learning everything as you go on, maybe the benefits were of the family. So you already have everything set. There are no time limits. You can work. But the main thing was turning around of an already successful company. So we already, the turning around of that was a challenge for me.
Ma'am, what kind of recognition do you get from the Westerners? Women approaching them. You're into import-export and all that. So just tell us your experience.
We are basically into the Middle East market since I came, from 2005. We are very well recognized Boda brand, today in the Middle East. So they are very forthcoming, the men, especially they are all men, when you go to the Middle East. But they very appreciate you and they respect you. That's what I've felt. So, and once they get to know you and they know you represent a brand which is known for quality and all these things. So they like to work with you on a long-term basis. That's what I felt. Most of the brokers we have worked, all have been long-term since 2005. After we started, who have joined us, to be a part of the business are already there, all long-standing relationships.
Very good, ma'am. As you were speaking about quality, Boda brand is known to be for quality.
Yes.
So what are the steps you take to maintain the quality?
Steps mainly in terms of grading, we take a lot to maintain that standard, because our grades, we usually get a premium over the market price, especially in the Middle East now. So Bola brand, they say they're willing to pay something more. So the grading part and all those things, you have to take care. So that's what we have, we try to maintain. So our main motto is to give good performance and in a long-term perspective. So that is our main motto. So we try to maintain hygiene and all those things. And now we are going in for an expansion, so fully automated thing.
Wow, congratulations.
Thank you.
As you were speaking about automation and stuff, how are women treated in the financial sector? Is it easy for you to get the transactions done? Tell me about the financial situation. How is it to handle?
Financial, since I handle with the banks, we are working, it's not difficult, but everyone today, the banks are more open, they come to your doorstep. Earlier we had to go to them. It's all changed, the private banks, they come over. Initially, I think in spite of being a man, woman, it shouldn't make a difference because they come across saying, we'll give you everything. Once that part starts of all the documentation, then it's a different story because they ask you all the documents and then it is not very easy, It's one bank to shift to another bank. Lot of processes with paperwork. So it is not easy, but there are a lot of terms. You have the buyer's credit and all new financing, So that financing, once you get to know it, it's very easy. But the banks now are not forthcoming because half of the thing they don't know actually, the banks. It is when you work with 2 or more banks, and we have the Forex advisors also. They give a good input on how the things are. So they're very helpful in that.
And what according to you are the challenges in India for an exporter as such?
Exporter today, managing all these risks, the forex risk, then we have price, we have to compete with Vietnam. This is a major thing in the price thing, Usually in the Gulf markets, it's already, and now with the WhatsApp and everything, lot of the price, any price changes comes across. I mean, everyone knows it very fast. So that is a major challenge. But basically, we have to compete with the Indian market, and a lot of new exporters coming in. No, so those are already established ones. I think we have to face more challenge because they might supply 1 or 2 containers. We are being on the higher side. No, we have to compete. So it's a tough one, but it's going well since we are already trying to maintain that brand, no, Bola brand. So that has been that's an advantage, I think. So performance counts.
And it's a pleasure, ma'am.
Thank you.
To
Thanks
have
a lot.
women in cashew and
Thanks,
from India.
my pleasure too.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.